a Q&A because I haven't done a Q&A in a long time. And I get questions for them all the time, or people asking me, please do a Q&A, please do a Q&A. So I thought, now that our space is somewhat organized, why not just do a live Q&A on YouTube? So I actually have Jetson here right now. He's behind the camera. You just can't see him.
I'm here.
We're going to trade off answering questions, reading questions. So you can just hit me with your questions and I'll answer them. I see one right now. Are you going to get the new Chris Vector? I hope so. I would like to have one. We have the let me see, yeah. Oh, have the gas powered one. Ta-da! For a little tour. I should just give you guys a little tour of our garage, and then you might be able to know where to ask more questions. Just for a heads up, I'm gonna cut this off after about 30 minutes. So we have 30 minutes of live stream time to get all of your questions in and answered, hopefully. Okay. $5 is not enough for a Crytek, sorry. I'm gonna need a little more than that. But let me give you kind of a tour. So here is gun wall. They're stacked like 3 or 4 deep here. Here. It used to be organized. It's more organized now than it was. But $6, take it or leave it. But it's still not like it's not organized as well as it used to be. It used to be organized by like all of the sniper guns were together, all of the machine guns were together, all of the AKs were together, and now it's not like that anymore. AK versus M4? It just depends on what you're using. I like AKs. I'm an AK fan. But I'd never really say one over the other. AKs are I like the fact that they have longer barrels usually. So I think they sometimes have better range and better consistency. Jed is here. Look, he's looking at the computer. So welcome to our garage, guys. What's going on? Let me show you. Let me go through some of my guns, and I'll show you some of my favorites. A lot of people have seen this. This is my custom unicorn slayer.
Whoa, what was that?
Oh, it was a little Allen key. I don't know why it was on there.
Oh, that's weird.
But I have a custom paint job on it. Blood splatters. Yeah. This is definitely one of my absolute favorite guns. This was built for me by Fender Kids Northwest, which unfortunately they're going out of business. Bummer. Not really because of airsoft, but mainly because they had so many other things going on. That was just his second job, essentially. So I understand how that gets old. Are grenades worth it? Totally. Totally. If you can have grenade, oh man, they make so much difference. Every time I go to a game, I want to have at least a few grenades and some smokes, like lots of smokes. Enola Gay just came out with this EG67, which is the only legal grenade that you can get in the USA. So, they're not pea grenades, but they function very much like pea grenades. They're actually clay inside of them, I believe. The only thing that I wish they would do for these is this outer shell needs to be a little harder, because I did have a few times where I like rolled over the front of my chest rig and it squished the shell, and sometimes they don't work after that. Meh.
Can you, somebody was like, do you guys know how to stream with a camera? This is on a phone, so yeah, it's kind of potato quality, but...
Maybe I need to adjust my phone.
No, it's
yeah, sorry, I'm live streaming from my phone, and it's the front-facing camera, so that way I can actually see the comments. I don't yet have the technology to stream from a super nice camera yet, that I know of. If you guys know how to stream from a super nice camera onto YouTube, tell me how, I guess. Here's another fun gun. This is the CZ805 Bren. This is from ASG. This actually shoots really, really good out of the box, and that's what I want the most from getting a gun. I think it's kind of ridiculous to buy a gun and for it not to work really, really well out of the box. So when people make guns that work really well, shoot really far, have no problems out of the box, I'm definitely a fan, and that's what we have here with ASG and the CZ805 Bren. Shoot jet. I have! I've shot him. I've even knifed him in the balls once. If you look, Stab a Desert Fox up on my channel, you'll see me knife him in the balls. It's a great moment.
What color is your dye I4 from Jack Downen? Your I4 is actually up there.
I have several colors of I4. This one's actually Jet's. Jet has a black one. And then I have two. Let me just show you our... This is our helmets and Face Pro setup area. So all of our helmets and Face Pro... Well, not Face Pro. Well, yeah, Face Pros. No, right there. Helmets and Face Pro are all on those two shelves. And I'll show you my two I4s. I have the purple one, and actually Jet just got me. Woohoo! I need to put this in. I just got a blue lens for it, so I need to put this in. Oh man, it's gonna look so cool. We have, for those of you that don't know or haven't seen Kelly, she is Femme Fatale Airsoft. She's in the UK. She's mainly on Instagram. She does have a YouTube channel with a couple of videos on it. Check her out because she is coming to the USA tomorrow. And she's going to be living with me and Jet for 6 weeks. So she'll probably use that I4. I'm going to let her borrow my stuff. And then this is the one I always use right now. This is the Rasta I4. I got this from High Ground Airsoft. This is my favorite one. It's awesome. I feel like it makes me look super cool. I've seen a couple people ask what guns you recommend for starting airsoft. And that's a really tricky question. I feel like anybody that says this gun is perfect for your first gun, you never know because everybody's playing in a different environment and in a different field. So it really depends on what you want to use it for. There's a few things that are great. I mean, being able to shoot a machine gun for your first gun is really fun because you always have fun shooting full auto. Like an LMG is super fun, but that's like $400. There is a SEMA AK, which everyone knows that those are really great guns. They hold up really well. However, it is an AK platform, so you'll have to buy everything that is AK based. Pouches, mags, etc. It's harder to find. They don't have as much rail space if you like to mount a lot of stuff to your guns. And then there's also there's a lot of companies that make decent M4s that are good starter guns. Echo One and Classic Army both make really nice starter guns that are full metal and include battery and charger. I would say go maybe with one of those. Both companies have recently stepped up their game a lot especially Classic Army, in the past 2 years or so, their guns are getting better and better and better and better out of the box, and they're becoming one of the go-to guns for a lot of people.
What's your favorite optic?
My favorite optic, I like any form of a reflex sight. We have a form of that, Aim Sports. They make great optics. They're affordable. They work on real guns and on airsoft guns. Probably have some on one somewhere. But they also make, on their reticles, you can get like different holograms. So mine is a smiley face. So whenever I'm aiming at someone, it's a little smiley face when I shoot them, which is fun. Let me show you a few of my other guns. Oh, there's so many. Crytek's, these are always a good go-to. This is the Crytek CRB. These are also really, really good guns out of the box. We have, I think, 5 different Crytek's. The LVOA, the Mark II, the SPR, the CRB. I feel like we have another one, but I don't remember. Anyway, here's another one of my babies. This was my first ever airsoft gun, you guys. Obviously, it wasn't Polar Star at the time. This is a Classic Army UAC. First ever airsoft gun. It's actually had these rails on it since I very first, these Magpul ladder rails, since I very first started playing airsoft. I actually put them on. Pink is not even my favorite color. I actually put them on because I thought it would be funny and ironic as a, like, because when I started playing, everyone was super focused on being super operator and looking super operator all the time. And so I was like, what if I did something that, like, just made fun of myself and that was, like, super girly and it would be funny, especially when I kill people. And so I started doing this. And then I got it Polar Starred, and so it's all decked out in pink. I do have this custom pink rail. This is from Custom Gun Rails. They can actually make anything that you want, like any design that you want for your gun. So check out Custom Gun Rails.
What is your favorite footwear for gameplay? Recommend any particular type for airsoft things. Shadow Attack Airsoft Team.
Yeah, Salomons, man. Actually just brought mine in. They're super dirty, as you can tell. I have these. I like that it has this, the quick tie or quick strap, quick something. I'm obviously a very technical person. I have to get something that supports my ankle because I tend to like roll my ankle a lot. So Salomons, something like mid-calf. These are kind of the go-to for airsoft. A lot of people wear this brand because it's waterproof and it lasts forever, and they have a really good warranty, so that if you break them or something like that, if they wear out for some reason, they'll take them back and they'll replace them. Novrich actually did that while he was here. He bought a brand new pair of Salomons, went and played at Ballahack for a weekend, completely destroyed them, and then took them back and got a brand new pair.
What's your favorite plate carrier?
Ooh.
I forget who was asking that. Oh, Jackson Paul.
I actually don't really like wearing plate carriers all that much. Whenever I can, I wear a Chestrig. If I had to go with a favorite, though, man, it'd be something very small, like LBX 0300S. I like having something that's a lot smaller, doesn't take up a lot of room, and I can still put things on. So whenever I don't have to, I don't wear a plate carrier. But for any CQB games, I definitely wear one because I want to cover these.
What is your... someone was asking about your opinion on the VFC Avalon series.
Oh, the Avalon series. I played with that. I played with it at Milsim West Rostov Rising because my gun went down. Well, no, it didn't. My gun didn't go down. I had to lend out my G36 to someone else whose gun went down, and my other backup gun went down. So I had to use the Elite Force Avalon. The only reason I'm saying had to use was because I was doing an impression kit, and it was a Spanish impression, and it did not fit with the Spanish impression at all. So sorry for impressionists. I used my G36 on Sunday when I got it back. But anyway, the Elite Force Avalon is really, really nice. Made by VFC. It's definitely going to be a huge competitor to Crytek from what I've seen, because I'm pretty sure it's around the same price point. It's got a little more aesthetic quality, and again, it also shoots really, really well out of the box. It's been pretty dependable, but that is only one full day of use from me. So one day I was able to use it. I was able to get some pretty long range kills, which was impressive for an out of the box gun. But it's still one of those things I would still like to use it a lot more frequently before I give like a whole review on it, because I've only used it once. So I don't want to be like, yeah, it's the greatest thing ever. I used it once. That doesn't work.
Hendrik Lewick, do you prefer combat pants, BDU pants, or some other tactical pants?
For pants, the best thing ever to wear is like almost any form of Russian camo, I swear. Because it's just like you're wearing pajama pants. And I would like to go put them on right now. I have the partisan cut. It's like a cut of Russian gear or camos, BDUs. And it's so comfortable. It's just like you're wearing pajamas. And so whenever possible, I prefer to wear anything not strictly traditionally BDU, because they're just not comfortable for me. They weren't made for women. They like come up to here, and then like they end up being high waters or something. I'm not really a fan of wearing BDU pants whenever I don't have to.
249 or 240?
I don't know. 249 or 240. I haven't got to really use either one of them that much. So I don't know. I know Jet's favorite is a 240. I was supposed to use a 240 at Milsim West Rostov Rising, but we forgot it.
Favorite chest rig?
My favorite chest rig, by far, is the Tasmanian Tiger Mark II. Is it in here?
It's up there with the other chest rigs. With the other chest rigs.
I thought that. Is this not a chest rig?
Yeah, it's a chest rig. But there's a whole section of chest rigs.
Sorry. This is a ghillie from Poland?
Yes.
Oh man, how did you have this, huh? Oh, okay. Here. Tasmanian Tiger Mark II. This is my absolute favorite chest rig. It's a little pricey, but it's definitely worth it. It's got very large pouches here on the side. I can fit like 3 EG18s in here. I've done it. It's what I do pretty frequently. This has the Milsim West radio pouch on it. The only bummer about it is that you can really only fit one mag in each pocket, but you can also adjust the straps here, which makes it, which I enjoy, so that way I can run AKs or M4s, and it doesn't really require a whole lot of adjusting. It's also got pocket in here. Whoa, can't see that. Inside pocket. And then another mesh lined pocket here in the back. And it's just comfortable. Like, this is the most comfortable chest rig that I have ever worn. Another great one is the LBX Lock and Load chest rig. You can pretty much run anything with that chest rig as well. And it has a pistol holster spot on the side too. So I use that one pretty frequently, especially when I want to run a pistol and I don't want to run a battle belt.
Here we go. Here's a good question. Jay Gignac, Crytek SPR or Scorpion Evo based on performance?
Oh man. Crytek SPR or Scorpion Evo? That's a hard one. I would probably personally pick the Scorpion Evo just because they're both reliable. They both have great range. The Evo is just lighter and more, I can manipulate it easier. That's the only reason I would choose it, honestly. They're both very, very comparable in quality, though. Let's see. Will you get another Bren? I mean, we have two. I don't think I need a third, as far as I know. We'll see. Can you tell us things we should know about going to an MSW event? Things that wouldn't be in the tax op? Honestly, everything is pretty well covered in the tax op. I think your best bet would be to talk to maybe some veteran players and get their opinions. Mainly what you're going to get is tips on packing, how to pack efficiently, and other little things. I think it's just the small things of knowing what to do in certain situations. Like, for instance, I learned that if it's raining a lot, you should bring newspaper. And then when you take your boots off at night, you stuff newspaper in your boots. And then the newspaper soaks up all the water. And then the next morning when you put your boots on, or in a couple hours, if it's a Milsim West game and you're getting attacked for normal, then you'll have dry feet. And that, to me, like, having dry feet at a Milsim West game is the biggest morale booster, aside from also being warm.
Wolfwagon, what was your favorite Milsim so far?
Favorite Milsim so far? I would have to say Milsim West, the Kazakh Insurgency. And I actually didn't even play in that game. I was just pressed for that game. But that game was mind-boggling, like how crazy it was and how fun it was for everybody. Because even as I was a media person, but even as media, I was still able to be very involved in the game. Like, I had papers saying that I was media that were like stamped by Fedislav, and so it was really cool. That kind of game I haven't really seen happen a lot. So the Insurgency style games are really, really fun. I would highly recommend them to anyone trying to host an event, but at the same time, they require a lot of work, probably much more work than a regular event. So it's definitely not one that you want to try out for your very first time hosting. Let's see. When is you guys' next trip to Tax City? That's a good question. I don't know. But stay tuned to my Facebook and my Instagram. Usually I announce when I'm going on trips or when I'm going to play somewhere. Also, remember Kelly, Femme Fatale Airsoft will be in town during that time, so I'll be taking her everywhere with me as well.
Living Dead Girl, you coming to the UK anytime?
I hope so. Jet and I are both planning on coming to the UK either late this year or maybe next year. So hopefully we can come play with you guys. Our plan is to kind of play all over the world. It's just being able to budget in enough time to play is a big thing for us right now.
Joshua Bloomberg, do you like Milsim more or pickup games, or both equally?
Do I like Milsim games or pickup games more? I like them both. I need them both to balance. I prefer going to Milsim games for the most part, But I have a lot of times where I'm like, oh man, I just want to play a pickup game. They're so much more fun at times. They're fast paced, and you can be done at the end of the day, or you can quit whenever you want. Go out there and do whatever you want to do. I like doing pickup games just because I can mess around. I can try things I might not otherwise try. I can wear ridiculous loadouts, which I really like to do. So I need to have a balance of both. If I don't have both, then I tend to get a little cranky, honestly. Okay, I've got about 5 minutes left, so I'm going to stream for 5 more minutes, guys. So hurry up and answer your questions.
Here's a good one.
Ask questions.
Hendrik Lulick again. In the topic of MSW, what is your opinion on having a SEAL team in the game?
What is my opinion on having a SEAL team in the game?
I'm actually not even sure how.
I mean, it would just be like any other squad. You'd have to have 9. You'd have to have 9 people all in SEAL kits. And then they would be like QRF. That would make the most sense. A SEAL team being QRF, the Quick Reaction Force. I mean, it's doable. People do impressions all the time at MSW games. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you just have to have 9 other people that are doing SEAL impression kits with you, and they have to be correct.
Here's a good question that deserves answering with a little bit more of a plug. Lane Robinson, are you coming to Georgia anytime soon?
I am coming to Georgia soon. Next weekend, I will be coming to SS Airsoft with Jet Desert Fox and Femme Fatale Airsoft. I believe there's going to be lots of other people there. They're having a 7-year anniversary party on April 1st. So I will actually be in Georgia. Jet, Kelly, and I will all be in Georgia the 30th or the 31st, the 1st, and then we leave the next day. So come to SS Airsoft on April 1st and hang out with us.
Adam Manley, are you planning to organize an all-women team for an MSW event?
Oh man, an all-women team. Adam, that's like my dream. I've been working on that. The only problem is for an all-woman team for an MSW event, I need 9 women who are willing to do the Milsim West thing by themselves, without boyfriends, without anyone else. And they have to be able to kind of look out. Like, I want this to be a very, very independent team, and for everyone to be able to look out for themselves and for us to basically be able to kick ass. So, I'm recruiting. If you want to be on my Milsim West all-lady team, I need 9 ladies who are all willing to get all of the kits, all of the camping gear necessary, and you're going to have to be pretty physically fit because we're going to have to be running around a lot, shooting a lot. So, if you know of people that would like to be on my lady team, please, 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 please send them my way. This is like my dream, for real.
Dat boy, what is your favorite sidearm so far?
Favorite sidearm? I like the Elite Force 1911 TAC, and I also really like my, the PO9. Shoots really well with the CO2. I don't really ever use it with gas because this is jets, obviously. I don't really ever use it with gas because it doesn't, for some reason, it doesn't work as well with gas. My other go-to is this Wildberry PPQ from Elite Force. And that's mainly, honestly, because it's pink. And I love to shoot people with pink guns because I find it hilarious. 1 more minute!
I'll let you choose the last one.
Oh, man. Oh, I have one more plug. One more plug, guys. We're planning an international airsoft event in Aruba. That is going to be June 24th. It's basically the 22nd through the 24th. You will be able to fly to Aruba. You can pick your package. So you have to buy your own flight to Aruba. But then once you're there, you can play airsoft. You can do like scuba diving. It's called sea bob. You can go on ATVs off-road, and there's all sorts of different packages that you can factor in of all kinds of different things that you can do. So you can go, and you can also bring your family, and there's plenty of other things for your family to do if your family doesn't play airsoft. So make sure and check that out. Aruba Airsoft Adventures. You can look them up on Facebook. There's
Instagram.
Or on Instagram as well, and all of the information is on both of those.
Just to clarify, it's not scuba diving, it's a personal submarine that you can control yourself.
It's not scuba diving, it's sort of like it, but you hold on to this like little submarine thing and it pulls you around the water. It's really fun. You're like a human dolphin.
Yeah, if you want to see what it looks like, you can head over to, you can watch Leah's Aruba trip video, or mine, it's called Jungle Sniper.
Yes. So we've got a few videos from Aruba that you can watch on either my channel or Jet Desert Fox's channel. And so go look at that and let us know if that's something that you would be interested in. Here, I'll end on this question. How many times has Jet broken a gun? Probably a lot. More than you can count. I'm looking at him, but he's not making eye contact with me, so he doesn't want me to answer it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up that live stream. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you like this. Is this something that you would want me to do more often? I'm definitely open to it, and I'll try to get a better camera set up so that way I can see your questions a little bit better and answer them. So, thank you so much for hanging out, guys. It's been great. You're all awesome. Love you much, mucho, mucho. I will see you next time. Bye.